Well, Mother Nature likes to wash away that pollen with her own form of shower, a downpour on occasion. We've seen plenty of those this year.
THV 11's Ian Russell reports this is the wettest start on record and why it's making things difficult for those working outdoors.
Too much of a good thing really isn't a good thing at a certain point. If you're trying to do any sort of work outside like a landscaper does, it's really bad, especially with all the rainfall we've had this year. Cedric Webb and his crew of landscapers are hard at work.
We're getting up under her drive, so we're trying to get it out and down the drive here.
When they can be, and that's felt few and far between so far this year.
Yeah, everybody's more concerned about the water getting into the home.
Think about it. It feels like every single week this year has had some sort of rainy day. Whether it's a washout or a sprinkle, doesn't really matter. For Webb and his crew, rain is rain, and it's a difficult part of the job.
Yeah, we're definitely doing record numbers for us, getting the calls and being able to get to the jobs and get them done in a timely fashion.
That's why they're at this home in Little Rock. The owner told me they've had to reschedule a few times, all thanks to Mother Nature.
Everybody's been considerate due to the tornado, due to the record rainfall. Everyone's been considerate.
Of course, it's not just your yard that's seen too much rain.
Because those wet soil conditions. So those are some of the challenges that we have in the different types of agriculture that we're looking at right now.
Vic Ford is the Associate Vice President at U of A's Division of Agriculture. Those issues from landscaping also affect crops out in the field, but Ford says farmers have already adjusted.
Folks have adapted to stay in business and how to get around that. And I think a lot of folks I have talked to have been very successful.
Dodging raindrops with a start to the year as rainy as this, it's just what they have to do. And for Webb, he says he'll just keep doing what he does best.
So you want to try to help everyone, but you got to have patience so you can be able to get to everyone in time.
In Little Rock, Ian Russell, THV 11 News.
Ian, thank you. Now, when he recorded that part there earlier today, he's looking at the radar just as you. We're still a little bit away.
You're still below that. You're not number one yet.
Okay.
But we're getting closer. I want to talk to Ian after the show.